welcome back to Legal Talk with Shazzy. I am Shazzy or Sharon. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the like button and hit that notification bell in order to notify you whenever I post. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thanks so much for sticking with me throughout. Thank you guys to all those who have actually participated in the recent poll that I did both on YouTube and on Instagram on what you would like for me to talk about next in my video. So according to the poll, everyone wanted to hear me speak about legal careers with an LLB degree. So this is what this video is about. I'm going to be speaking to you guys today about the 7 career choices that are available with an LLB degree. If you're an LLB graduate or you're considering studying the law, please stick with me throughout this video while I explain all the career options that are available to you in South Africa. So the first one on our list is your legal practice. Now, LLB graduates can become attorneys or advocates who provide legal advice and representation to their clients. Of course, there is a prerequisite on this one because if you want to become an attorney, what you will need to do is firstly write your board exams and pass your board exams and also complete your articles. You can also do a PLT course that cuts your articles in half, which makes it 1 year. Obviously, I don't think it's compulsory. I just did it because I don't want the whole 2-year thing. But if you also want to become an advocate, the prerequisite is that you have to pass the bar and also have completed your pupillage under an advocate, if I'm not mistaken. The second one that I want to speak about is corporate law. Now, I received a question in my previous video that asked, is it possible to become a corporate lawyer without your LLB? Or the question was around, is it possible to become a corporate lawyer with your paralegal qualification? And unfortunately, the answer is no. To become a corporate lawyer, you have to have an LLB degree. However, with certain companies, such as your big tech giants and your telecoms and your MTNs, some of them don't require that you become that you are an admitted attorney, although it is preferred in some companies. However, it's not all companies that prefer for you to be an admitted attorney. You can still practice as an in-house counsel for those firms when it comes to corporate law. So with corporate law, like I said, many big companies or even smaller corporate companies hire LLB graduates to advise them on everyday aspects of business, such as your contracts, your mergers, and your acquisitions. So the third one that I want to speak about is your government service. An LLB graduate can find prospective work within the government in various capacities. You can find work as a legal advisor, perhaps for legal aid. You can find work as a magistrate. You can find work as a prosecutor, working for the state attorney. You can find yourself working as a judge or anything in that category and role. The fourth one that I want to speak about is academia. Now, not a lot of people opt for this, although, like I said, I stand to be corrected, but a lot of people opt to go into the teaching sector or the academic sector and make a career out of that. You can become a lecturer, a professor. I know, for example, because now that I'm doing PLTs, I have advocates who are the lecturers for the PLTs. So you can also choose to be a lecturer to teach a specific subject in the law, if that's something that interests you. Now, the fifth one that I want to speak about is the role of a legal researcher. If you have an LLB degree and have graduated with that degree, you can work as a legal researcher. Where can you work as a legal researcher? In your law firms, your government agencies, and your academic institutions. Legal researchers research or conduct research, obviously, on issues that have to do with legal work or the law. And then they provide recommendations on the research that they have conducted. You can also work as a researcher in court, actually. Just bear in mind that this job does have a lot of reading to do. You really have to get your reading on par. I mean, I know some attorneys don't like reading, but you shouldn't have done the degree if you didn't like reading. Because this degree is all about reading, my guy. The sixth one that I want to speak about is your alternative dispute resolution, or ADR. If you want to work as an arbitrator or as a mediator, you can do so and have your LLB degree. I stand to be corrected, but I don't think you need to be a admitted attorney for this role. You can have a qualification in mediation or arbitration. I, for one, had obtained my mediation qualification from the School of Lead. I'll link them down below if anyone is interested in that. It just works as an additional, qualification. It's a certificate, but it's an additional certificate that aids you with this type of career. So people who deal with mediation and arbitration are typically outside of your courtrooms. For example, I had a matter with my director, of course, where we had to go to the LLB. I'm going to put it on the screen because my brain went blank. And so it's institutions like that hire mediators and arbitrators. And then your CCMA as well. You can find work at the CCMA as a mediator or an arbitrator. The seventh and final one that I want to speak about is an LLB graduate can work for non-profit and social organizations. What I mean by non-profit and social organizations, I mean your human rights groups, your NGOs, your charities. You can work in these groups to provide legal support and legal advice to those who are marginalized. So really the career choices are endless if you're considering studying an LLB degree or if you have an LLB degree. I encourage anyone and everyone who does have that LLB degree, don't just look at your private law firms as the areas that you can find work in. Look at your NGOs or the ones that I've mentioned here on this video. They can also provide assistance with career choice. Okay, everybody, that brings us to the end of our video. I would like to say thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed so far to my YouTube channel and who continue to show love and support. If you have made it this far and you've not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell in order to notify you when I do post a video. As always, guys, thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one.